Well, PSquare is definitely not making a comeback anytime soon if Peter Okoye is to be believed. But on the upside, it looks like the late Tolulope Arotile is about to get justice going by recent developments. Meanwhile, the folks in Nollywood are asking you to be more aware of COVID-19. These and other exciting news are part of our gist for you this week. Stay tuned! Welcome to Sidomex Entertainment's Trending Last Week, where we bring you the hottest gist from last week. But before we continue, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel and also click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as we drop another exciting video. It looks like justice is finally coming for the late Tolulope Arotile after all, as the driver of the car that killed her has now been charged. On the 14th of July 2020, Nigeria's first female combat pilot was accidentally knocked down and killed by her secondary school classmate, Nehemiah Adejoye. After a thorough investigation, 3 suspects were initially arrested. However, according to The Guardian, a Kaduna court dismissed the cases against the 2 others and charged Adejoye with culpable homicide. According to the DSP, there is not enough evidence to bring the second and third suspects to trial over the death of Arotile. However, there is sufficient evidence to try Adejoye for culpable homicide. Meanwhile, the case between Tori Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion is heating up. The Los Angeles County District Attorney's Office revealed that they are reviewing the case between the 2 rappers. Shortly after Tori Lanez was arrested for possession of an unregistered firearm, Megan Thee Stallion took to social media to share that she was shot in the foot twice by Tori Lanez. Last week, the LA police announced that they were reviewing a potential charge of felony assault with a firearm against Tori Lanez for allegedly shooting the Savage rapper, while the Los Angeles Police Department continued their investigation of the incident. Megan and Tori Lanez, alongside Megan's friend Kelsey Nicole, were leaving a house party when an argument erupted. Tori reportedly shot Megan as she was leaving his SUV with her friend. The police arrested Tori for possession of a concealed weapon while Megan was taken to the hospital to treat her foot injuries. In other news, Tesla's founder Elon Musk has been named the 4th richest man in the world after Tesla shares soared by 11% last week. According to Bloomberg Billionaires Index, Musk rose from 5th place to overtake Bernard Arnault, a French billionaire and CEO of the luxury brand Louis Vuitton, after Tesla shares soared and earned Musk $8 billion in a single day. Musk, who is now worth $84.8 billion, sits behind Mark Zuckerberg, whose net worth currently stands at $99 billion. A lot of Musk's net worth is tied up in his electric car company, Tesla, which has seen a growth of 300% in 2020 alone. In the same positive vein, Burna Boy's recently released album, Twice as Tall, continues to prove it's worthy of its name. The album, which features Youssou N'Dour, Sauti Sol, Chris Martin of Coldplay, Naughty by Nature, gives production credit to Diddy and Timbaland. Since its release on Friday the 14th of August, it has achieved a number of mind-blowing feats, including stunningly 5 million streams in an hour. Now it's going further than that as it's ranked number 1 in 22 countries. According to data from Corb, the album is number 1 on Apple Music in 22 countries, including the UK, Belgium, Ghana, Mozambique, Nigeria, Oman, South Africa, and more. Head over to sidomexentertainment.com for the full list of countries. Similarly, more positive things are happening for Nigerian creatives. Do you recall the BBC's Sex for Grades documentary that was released in 2019? The internet buzzed for days over the bombshell allegations that were made in the piece. The documentary was hailed as revolutionary, with investigations launched in many universities in West Africa that led to the firing and prosecution of corrupt lecturers. Well, that excellent piece of investigative journalism continues to earn accolades, most recently being an Emmy Award nomination on current affairs. Kiki Mordi took to Twitter to make the announcement, writing, "Here's me, despite being an emotional mess, announcing that at BBC Africa, BBC Africa's Eyes Sex for Grades is nominated in the current affairs category for this year's international Emmys. Every single soul that made this project come alive deserves this honor. Congratulations to Kiki on her well-deserved recognition." On the music scene, well, a lot more has been happening. Peter Okoye was forced to shatter the hearts of PSquare fans after a viral video of him announcing that the duo is back surfaced on the internet. Recall that in 2017, twins Peter and Okoye, who formed the music group PSquare, announced that they had gone their separate ways, a bitter pill for most fans of the beloved group. So, when this video surfaced, fans were beyond excited. However, Peter Okoye came out to address the issue, tweeting, "Stop wasting your time. That's an old video from 2015. Forever Mr. P, the prodigal album loading. Hashtag Mr. P." Still, fans can only hope. Last week, President Barack Obama released his most recent summer playlist, continuing his tradition of sharing music playlists. The playlist features a host of artists from all over the world, including the likes of Billie Eilish, Common, John Legend, Leon Bridges, Billy Porter, Megan Thee Stallion, Frank Ocean, J. Cole, Rihanna, Childish Gambino, and more. More interestingly, it features songs from Afrobeat singers Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, Thames, and Ghanaian artist Shatta Wale. African artists are full of talent, and this just served as another proof. Meanwhile, Naira Marley, whose real name is Aziz Fashola, took to his Instagram page to make an official announcement that his record label now has a first lady. Sharing some photos of the new artist, Naira Marley identified her as Tori Kiichi. Kiichi, the first female artist to be signed onto the label, already has a song with Marley titled Yoga, which dropped on August 21st. Nigerian singer and the boss lady of Studio Brat, Simi, last week released the behind-the-scenes clips of her single, Duduke. The songstress released the visuals on her YouTube channel. Simi debuted her Song of the Year titled Duduke on the 16th of April 2020, and it instantly became a favorite of most expecting mothers as it somehow connected to the feeling of waiting for your young one to arrive. Simi used a music video for the song to announce her pregnancy with her first child with hubby Adekunle Gold. So you can see why expectant mothers love the song. Both video and behind-the-scenes clips are on YouTube. You may want to check them out. Controversial self-acclaimed investigative journalist Kemi Olunloyo threatened to leak Chioma and Peruzzi's affair videos as she declares that she will never forgive Davido. She blew hot air at Chioma's remarks to arrest her for bad-mouthing her husband Davido and her. In response to the remark, Kemi threatened that she would expose Chioma's affair video with Peruzzi. Dr. Kemi also stated that Chioma is not legally married to Davido and that she referring to him as husband was outrageous. She also claims to have privy information about the celebrity chef's travel restrictions to the United States. This week also saw a lot of revelations for some of our favorite stars regarding their babies. First, actress Toyin Abraham revealed via her YouTube channel that she got pregnant with her son outside of wedlock. According to Toyin, she was just friends with her husband Kolawole Adeyemi and didn't take him seriously when he said he wanted to meet her parents. On finding out that she was pregnant, she promptly called and told him that she was ready to marry him. Another revelation was from Waje. The outstanding singer opened up about how she was treated by her family and her church when she became pregnant as a teenager. According to Waje, her pastor was disappointed when she became pregnant and banned her from singing in the church choir. Months after Nigerian actress Halima Abubakar got dragged online by an American mom for catfishing her baby's picture to announce the birth of her son, the actress has finally felt comfortable enough to reveal her baby's face. Taking to her Instagram page, the first time mom uploaded a video that reveals her baby's face, and he is such a beauty to behold. Halima gave birth on the 3rd of April 2020. Still speaking about babies, former BBNAIJA housemate Bamike Olawumi Adenibuyan, who is popularly known as Bambam, took to Instagram to showcase a picture of her and her adorable daughter Zendaya. Teddy A and Bam Bam welcomed their first child together back in March of this year. Since the birth of the baby, the parents have not revealed the face of the baby, but that has not stopped Bam Bam from sharing pictures of herself and daughter Zendaya. Meanwhile, Nollywood veteran Kate Henshaw wants parents to resist the urge to show off their kids on social media. The movie star, in a tweet shared via her Twitter page on Thursday the 20th of August, said parents should allow their children to grow up and decide if they want to be part of social media. This week, the BBNAIJA housemates gave the viewers one hell of a show. During the live eviction show on Sunday the 16th of August, Keisha was evicted from the Big Brother Naija show. On Monday, the house finally saw another male reign after Kid Wire emerged as the winner of the Head of House game, with Prince coming a close second. Winning the board game automatically granted Kid the HOH status for week 5 of the reality TV show. He also picked Tolani Badge as his deputy to enjoy the perks of leadership with him. Both were exempted from eviction last week. Also last week, Big Brother decided to dish out some liberty to the HOH and his deputy and allowed them to invite a guest each into the HOH lounge. Their guest can visit the HOH lounge but can't spend the night there. Kid Waje nominated Erica as his guest, while Tolani Badge nominated Prince as her guest. The house rule had prevented Kid Waje from appointing Erica as his deputy head of house. While the housemates and viewers were still taking in the shocker, Big Brother brought another shocker to the game. He decided to go on vacation. He revealed this to Kid Waje, whom he asked to run the house without his voice. Biggie also instructed Kid Waje to keep his absence a secret from the housemates. According to Big Brother, if Kid Waje manages to successfully keep mute his vacation, he will be rewarded with a gift when Big Brother returns. During the week, the housemates clashed and had arguments over this week's wager task. It all started after the Week 5 HOH Kid Waje received the task brief and in the usual norm gathered all the housemates together in the lounge. Kid read the brief to them, but they were confused about the directive, leading to an argument among themselves. While housemates were arguing back and forth, an unhappy Kid Waje told them that he's laid back because he would still be in the house the following week, unlike the rest of the housemates who were up for eviction. This of course didn't sit well with the other housemates, who perceived his comments to be insensitive. The housemates got angry, while Lucy, Dorothy, and Watoni walked out of the meeting. Lucy, who was once the HOH, expressed her anger to Watoni and praise, and she vowed not to participate in the task this week, and hoped that they all lose the task as well as last week's wager. Also, one pair of lovebirds in the house seemed to have a little unexpected matter crop up. V and Neo were caught on camera having an intimate conversation as she told him she had missed her period. V told Neo she calculated her period and was yet to see it. One could see the anxiety in her eyes, but she quickly covered it up by laughing. Neo told her that she may have miscalculated, but she insisted that she didn't and was sure of her calculations. Seconds later, V told him she was bothered, to which Neo replied that he is 26 years old and the worst that could happen if she got pregnant for him was to call his mother. For more BBNAIJA updates, head over to SidomexEntertainment.com. And now for some sports updates. The Premier League is billed to kick off on the 12th of September, and all teams now know which oppositions they face as the season progresses. For the opening game, Premier League holders Liverpool will face Championship winners Leeds United in the key encounter of the opening weekend of the 2020-2021 Premier League season. Championship playoff winners Fulham will be at home to entertain Arsenal, while West Bromwich Albion, the third promoted side, are also at home to Leicester City. However, the Manchester teams have both their opening matches rescheduled. Manchester City versus Aston Villa and Burnley versus Manchester United, because they were the last English teams that had their seasons elongated because of European commitments. Head over to SidomexEntertainment.com to get the lowdown on the remaining fixtures. Bayern beat Lyon 3-0 on Wednesday 19th of August, courtesy of goals from Serge Gnabry and Robert Lewandowski. They are now gearing up for one final showdown against French champions Paris Saint-Germain in the final of the UEFA Champions League to be played on Sunday the 23rd of August. Paris Saint-Germain had seen off challenges from RB Leipzig, who they had beaten 3-0 to secure a spot in the finals against Bayern. Sevilla beat Inter Milan 3-2 on Friday the 21st of August to become this season's Europa Cup champions. The Spanish club benefited from an own goal after Diego Carlos' stunning bicycle kick deflected off Lukaku into his own net with 16 minutes left to play, while the sides were at a 2-2 parity. The win ensures that Sevilla has now won the competition a record 6 times. No wonder some people call them Europa specialists. The win also handed Sevilla coach Julen Lopetegui his first trophy as a coach. Congratulations to winner Sevilla and to Inter for making it to the final of the competition. The 2020 NBA playoffs kicked off with the Denver Nuggets and Utah Jazz squaring off in a matchup that stretched into overtime to decide a winner, and we couldn't have asked for a better game to kick off the season. Donovan Mitchell was bested by Jamal Murray in overtime as the latter carried the Nuggets to a 135-125 win and a 1-0 lead in the series, after both players exchanged shots back and forth down the stretch. Mitchell, however, finished the game with 57 points, becoming the youngest player since Michael Jordan to score 50-plus points in a playoff game. We've also seen upset in Game 1 of the NBA playoffs, with both number 1 seeded teams in the East and West losing. Milwaukee Bucks started the day by losing to the Orlando Magic, and the number 1 seeded Los Angeles Lakers ended the day by losing to the number 8 seeded Portland Trail Blazers. It's a record that's been in place since 2003, in which both number 1 seeds lost their openers, and in the Lakers' case, it came down to a lack of depth. Both teams, however, found a way to redeem themselves in Game 2 as they both leveled the series 1-1 in their respective games. World number 8 Belinda Bencic, who finished as a US Open semi-finalist 12 months ago, has pulled out of this year's tournament. The 23-year-old Switzerland international, who lost to eventual champion Bianca Andreescu, who also pulled out of the competition, has confirmed that she will not be part of the event happening in New York later this month. Her decision leaves only Serena Williams, one of the 4 semi-finalists from last year's edition, left in this year's event after Bencic, Andreescu, and Elina Svitolina have all withdrawn. World number 2 Simona Halep has also thrown in the hat, as she announced that she will be giving the competition a miss this year. The US Open is due to get underway on the 31st of August. Veteran Nollywood actress Omotola Jalade Ekinde has revealed that she has become one of the thousands of people to have contracted COVID-19 in Nigeria. Omotola, who received treatment after testing positive for coronavirus, said that she had struggled with the thoughts of opening up. She wrote a message to colleagues pleading with them to go get tested. According to her, many of her colleagues have coronavirus but are not aware of it. She also called on the Actors Guild of Nigeria to ask all members to undergo a test for the virus. A few hours after Omotola discussed her positive COVID-19 status, Kate Henshaw went for her own test, but said that the experience was not pleasant. As of Friday the 21st of August, the total number of confirmed coronavirus infections in Nigeria was 51,304. 396 deaths have been reported. 37,885 patients have recovered and been discharged from isolation facilities across the country. This means that the number of active cases was 12,423. That concludes this week's episode of Trending Last Week. If you enjoyed this episode, please share your thoughts in the comment section below and hit the thumbs up button. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel and ring the bell for notifications on more content. And follow us on Instagram at SidomexENT and on Twitter at Sidomex.